welcome to the Late Night Snacking Podcast.
We're your hosts, Devin and Eneida, and this is our weekly podcast where we grab a blanket and some snacks and talk about all things relationships, growing pains, and navigating through, honestly, life itself.
We hope our experiences encourage others to grow to become the best versions of themselves, and for their relationships. Grab a snack and let's go! What is up, snackers? Woo! Welcome back to Le Pod.
Yo!
Wow. When is the last time we said that? When is the last time we potted?
Long time.
Long time.
Long time it has been.
It really has been. Welcome back to the pod. Obviously, we've been doing some vlogging, so y'all have still kept up with us a little bit through that, but we have not potted together, at least in a hot minute. Yeah, so.
That's much, for real.
No, seriously. How's it feel to be back?
I gotta break it in.
Get back in, yeah. Get back in the groove. First of all, they probably think I don't have clothes to wear because this is pretty much what I wore last time I potted on here, so.
Repeat outfits.
Yeah.
I know I don't wear this hoodie quite a bit.
So. Well, I mean, it's the late night snacking hoodie, so I guess you get a pass for that.
Because this is
the what?
The Late Night Snacking Podcast.
Bring it in.
The most honest podcast. Mm-hmm. The most open podcast. Mm-hmm. And the most wholesome podcast in the world.
We need some work on that, but it's okay. We did our best.
It's all right.
Welcome back. I don't even know where to start because a lot has been going on, and then at the same time, not really. A lot has happened, I guess, since we last potted on here. Mm-hmm. One of the things, as you can see, I have a whole entire new head of hair in terms of color, so we've switched that up a little bit. That's fun. Sometimes you just...
That's not regular.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need a change, so that's what we're doing. We switched mics. That's a whole other thing too. I'm hoping...
Definitely did that.
I'm hoping audio-wise it's okay for you guys. I'm not used to potting with this one, but his voice seems to pick up better on that mic, mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that kind of fixes him always sounding low and me always sounding like I'm busting through your speakers.
Well, we're going to get that taken care of, though. Don't y'all worry about that.
Yes, it's on the way. We had a long chat today about...
Oh, hold on. Young Baklava got a fresh cut.
Oh, he did. I'll insert a little picture here so y'all can see his...
HB to God.
HB to God.
Young Baklava has a new cut.
He has a new cut. So that's very exciting. He doesn't look like he normally does. Devin said he looks like what'd you say he looked like? A skin crawler?
Yeah. A skinwalker.
A skinwalker. That's what you call him. He does look very out of character because he's usually pretty shaggy, but he shed so bad that this was a necessary cut.
Yeah.
If y'all could see the amount of hairballs we vacuum up on the daily/weekly, you could make a second dog with all of the hairballs. It's pretty gross. So it was time.
Crazy work.
Yeah, it was time. He needed a cut. What else? I got a new phone and I stupidly did not back up the other one because I just did not think that anything would happen to my 4/5-year-old phone. And
you know what? Chris told you to.
Don't start, okay?
Shout out to Chris. Man.
I don't want to hear it.
Love you, brother.
Chris is always right. I don't care what the scenario is. My brother will always be correct. He's just older and wiser and knows what he's talking about all the time. So he told me to back it up. He even gave me a link of the little USB thing I could buy to back it up. Did I listen? No, because I'm the dumb little sister who doesn't listen to her big brother. And here we are. The last backup that my phone had was December of 2022. So everything after, basically, because we got engaged in January of 23, everything from like the start of that year forward, I have nothing. I just went to the Usher concert like a month ago or a few weeks ago. Hurt. I have no footage of that. It's like I never went.
Crazy. Got a t-shirt though.
I did, and I'll take that. But I'm just
Got a t-shirt.
So many like fun things. All of like HB's pictures. I gotta get with Jessica. She could probably send me all of his stuff from when he was a baby. But like all of his little puppy pictures of when like we first got him. I'm literally relying on like Devin and friends and family to send me pictures from the last like year and a half. Terrible. Please, like this is a PSA. Please back up your phone because that is like, I'm struggling. I went to pull up podcast notes because I'll get with y'all in a minute about that. We had a long discussion about podcast stuff today. Went to go grab my notes that I've written for the podcast. Gone. Hurt, okay? Like everything just disappeared from the last year and a half. So yes, please back up your phone. So, but now I have a new one. She's real pretty. Sorry, y'all. I have to be careful with the mic because, I don't know if y'all heard that, but HB is sick of us. He's
was like, quit joining the Yak Club.
Yeah.
But snacks.
He's tired of me. Wait. Let me show my new phone. She's pink. All right, that's all. Okay, let's get into the snacks.
I did have butter pecan ice cream. I had to eat it because I couldn't get on the Yak train right now because I got ice cream and it's gonna melt. So I had to down that. But it had some granola in there. I put some little honey drizzle.
Does anybody else do that? Devin is the first person that I
rock with that. That's a superior combo. Butter pecan ice cream, honey drizzle with a little bit of like oat and honey granola. A little granola. Tough.
I mean, I guess it's like putting it in like a smoothie or like a frozen yogurt type thing. I guess it's kind of the same concept. I've just never seen somebody put granola.
You gotta think, when you go to Sweet Frogs and get like frozen yogurt, so it's the same concept.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same concept. It's just like, I don't know, I've never seen that combo before.
Never seen anybody do it in real life?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Amen.
Okay, so this is my snack. Devin just accidentally picked up my new favorite candy. Oh, it's not really new. I've always liked Sour Punch straws, but they make these Sour Punch bites and they make them in like a variety flavor pack type thing. So this one is Rad Reds. It has strawberry, watermelon, cherry, raspberry.
Crazy.
Oh my God. Addicting. They're so good.
Yeah, shout out to the Sour Punch bites.
Yeah. Y'all know. That's like a classic movie theater snack though, is like to get Sour Punch straws. If you like sour candies, I feel like.
Yeah. And honestly, if I had to they're a top tier like sour candy.
Yes.
They're better than Sour Patch Kids in my opinion.
100%.
That's just me.
There's something about like the chewiness of the straw that just
I'm from that Sour Punch era. Used to get them at the skate rink. Crazy.
Ooh, that probably went crazy.
With the cheese pizza? Yes, bro.
What a combo.
Yes.
Love that.
Large Coke. We turned up at the skate rink.
I see.
We turned up.
But I feel like nobody went to the skating rink to actually skate. Did you?
No. When I was a kid, like in elementary school, we used to have skate night for the school. So like you would go and like you would see kids from the school at the skate rink. It'd probably be like on a Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
I did that a couple times, and once I got older, like 5th grade for real, 6th grade. We was pulling up like to chill.
Like a social thing.
Yeah, we got a whole fit on, like we just walking around.
What are you wearing to skating rink tonight? Oh my God.
We fresh. Like, what you mean?
Okay. Describe like what you would typically wear.
What I would wear? Okay, so I got on. So around this time, like, it's the ATL era. So right now, like the South is running the music scene right now.
Sure.
We talking about like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
Yeah.
You know, Make Love in This Club, Usher, like a lot of Monica, T.I., Gucci with the mixtapes. Like it was going crazy at this time. So you already know we lean with it, rock with it. So we talking about big t-shirts.
Sure.
We definitely got the big t-shirts. Everybody got on Forces.
Yeah.
We ain't rocking nothing but Air Force Ones. No creases.
Of course not.
No creases whatsoever.
That's disrespectful to have.
Yeah, we probably got on like some Echo shorts, maybe some Sean John.
Oh my God, the Echo.
Yeah, we was with a chain or something. Yeah, we was going crazy at that point.
Wow.
That or you had the felines on. Yeah, the Forever I Love Atlantis. If you know, you know. That's what they always stood for.
Oh my God.
But yeah.
Wow.
I just skate right.
What a throwback. Do you actually know how to skate, or did you know how to skate at one point? Like roller skate?
Yeah, but I was like more like a rollerblader.
Oh.
So, yeah, I used to get the rollerblades.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my thing. That was my jam.
Oof, you were a lot better than me. Y'all know how they have like
was you a skater?
No. Y'all.
You couldn't skate?
I had Heelys, but that doesn't really count.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. You had Heelys?
I just exposed myself.
Oh yeah, you just exposed yourself.
They were
rabbit hole.
They were black and pink, and we had, it might have been a 2-car garage at that time, but like I never rode them outside of the garage because I was so scared I was gonna like fall like on concrete. So I only rode them inside the garage. Like if my mom opened the garage door, like I was in there with like my little MP3 player and my headphones with the hands in the pocket, like
just like gliding around, like
tripping, like yeah, like
bro.
That was an era.
So not even in the hallway at school, like
No, I never brought my non-talents outside of the garage. I stood inside the garage only. I never wore them out. I might have worn them without the heel, but they were such a clunky shoe. You know how I feel about like a clunky shoe. I never really wore them out. So honestly, like I feel bad for my parents because they really did waste money on that. Like I heeled around the garage for maybe a couple weeks. I wore them without the heel, the wheel part, maybe like a few times, and that was it. Like those shoes never saw the light of day outside of that.
That is absolutely crazy.
It's criminal, honestly. It really is. It's like one of those things, like you get it for your kid because that's like the fad and the cool thing that's going on, but like, oh my God, like that was such a bad...
That wasn't the move?
At all. I hope they got sold or something. I mean, they were basically in brand new shape. They barely got used.
And that's crazy because you ain't even get to turn up with them for real. Like,
no,
you ride them in the garage. You got Heelys to ride them in the garage, bro.
Yes.
You were supposed to be in the hallways with them, like stunning.
Because if you know me, if you know, you know. Okay, I'm like
gracefully, like flying.
That's the part where you lose me. There's
jean skirt with the chain.
Okay, but listen, there's nothing graceful about me. Like I'm very. I'm clumsy, I fall, I trip over things. True. Yeah, so like I already saw how I was. I already had like a bad biking accident in that same neighborhood. Like there was just no reason for me to continue to embarrass myself on any sort of wheels. Okay. Yeah, so after I fell off the bike in the neighborhood, there was just nothing further for me to do. What?
Damn. So she never learned how to skate.
Yes, bringing it back to the point. No, and if you know, you know, when we went to Gatlinburg, we went a couple years ago, maybe it was...
ice skating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't even bothered.
I could have like broken an ankle. I could have broken an ankle. It was just so bad. Like Cicely had to hold on to me the whole time. I was hugging the wall the entire time. I'm just like that on like regular skates. I need the granny thing to hold on to. Or I need to like hold on to somebody. Like I can't do it. I can't do it. So yes.
Maybe alright.
What a throwback. Okay. That'd be great actually. Honestly, that'd be a nice skill for me to learn. Yeah. Okay. Maybe next year. Anita learns how to skate 2025.
For sure. That's what we do.
Bring it in right. Alright, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed a little throwback talk, because speaking of throwback, it is kind of the theme-ish for our topic tonight. I did want to talk about what we talked about regarding the podcast. We can save that to the end if you make it. Because I do want to get into the topic. So we kind of talked about like life events or things that have happened to us that either like shaped our personalities or shape like who we are and how we move and how we act today. So I kind of wanted to bring that on the pod, and we didn't really discuss what they are to each other. So it's going to be fun to like see what each person chose, maybe learn a bit more about each other, maybe things that we don't know. So yeah, that's kind of what we're like yapping about tonight. It's just like life things that have happened to us that we feel like kind of shape who we are. So yeah, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so wait, so are these just like a variation of things? Or is this just one particular thing?
No. Yeah, just like a few life things. Like I have like 3 or 4, and I might change it to just 3. But like,
okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I'll say having that experience of like really being outside. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Like actually being outside, like playing, like, or hanging out in the woods, going like, you know.
I see what you're saying.
Doing stuff like that. Like I'm really thankful that I got a chance to like do that and really enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like this generation now, like they'll never really understand like what that time was about.
And not being like on tablets and stuff.
Yeah, like of course like we had video games and stuff too, and there was definitely a time for that. But like being outside, bro, like just with your friends on bikes, being out in the neighborhood for 3 and 4 and 5 hours, just hanging out, literally jumping house to house, jumping on the trampoline at this person's house, then going to go hoop, then going to go swim, then we finna go like just really having a whole day. Like once you get out of school, like even on the weekends, just like having that group of friends in the neighborhood to like really like get into shit with, you know what I mean, and do stuff and just really be a kid. I'm thankful for it. And I really enjoyed it, and that's something that I wish like I really hope that our kids get to enjoy. Yeah. On some type of level. Yeah,
I think like because I used to have that too, but once I started moving, which that is one of my things, I'll touch on it. But like when I grew up in Jersey, like my next door neighbor was my best friend, and then like up the road was like our other best friend.
Right.
So we all lived on the same street, and we were able to just like go outside, knock on each other's door, like, oh, are we playing Barbies today? Are we riding a bike? Like it was just a new thing, like every day, especially like over the summer and stuff when we didn't have school.
Yeah.
When I started moving and stuff, like, I don't know, a lot of my friends lived in different neighborhoods and stuff, so like it required like a car getting to that friend, or like now my parent has to be involved because she's dropping me off to like play dates and stuff like that. Like it's so much better when you can like walk to your friend's house or like walk to go do things, or just walk outside your house and like have that luxury. Like I do the same thing. Like I do hope we end up raising our kids in some sort of like neighborhood that they have other friends in that they could like walk outside and like go ride bikes with and stuff like that. Like that was my favorite part of being a kid, was like playing outside.
And I feel like it played a really big part on like who I am and my personality. I will say that because it gave me a chance to practice like all the stuff that I was learning at home, like outside. Of course, like at that time, like you knew how to read the room at a young age. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna go to a funeral and be running around and playing in the pews and stuff. Like, you don't go to church running around. Like you don't do stuff like that. I was raised not to do stuff like that. So like we go in grocery stores, I'm not running around. Me and my cousins not chasing each other. Like we're not doing none of that. So like it shaped me because it gave me a sense of one community, and I got to like really be hands on like with that. You know what I mean? Like actually like kind of building trust, building a relationship with people who were totally from a different culture from how I was raised and who I was. Like so they were totally different. So being able to kind of like trust them, you know, being in like some very intense situations. We'll just say that, like being in a very intense environment sometimes, and just being able to kind of like trust people who are a little different from you, but just the fact that like, bro, we're from the same neighborhood, or like, bro, we hang with each other every day. So so I feel like that shaped me in a way of like, I guess, building my personality, like being able to kind of like get along with people, no matter what type of, what walk of life they come from.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful for that.
That's good. I like that. Mine is kind of similar to like childhood stuff. Like, if you know me, I have moved like maybe 7 or 8 times in my lifetime now, which is a lot for somebody my age if you're not a military kid. Just my dad's jobs just moved us around a lot, so not very I feel like most people usually like go to elementary and middle and high with like the same kind of group of kids, but I didn't get that experience. Like pretty much every few years I was like switching schools. So I guess it's not really one thing that I feel like shaped me, but like just moving to different cities in general, I feel like has like shaped me a lot as a person. I feel like it's made me like very adaptable to change as somebody who like really doesn't like change. I had to be forced to, like I had no choice. We were gonna pick up and move, and I almost had to kind of like reinvent myself every school that I went to because I'm starting from square one. I don't know these people. I have no friends. I have to.
And that's tough too. I couldn't imagine like being in a new place and then really having to like reinstate yourself all over again.
Honestly, like it wasn't super noticeable for me until I got to high school. Like that was probably like going to Dutch work. Shout out to my Dutch work people. Like that is really what changed me the most. You can ask anybody in my family. Like I'm a completely different person from like before we got to South Carolina and now, and especially because like I ended up going to college in South Carolina. Like we live literally right almost in South Carolina. Like I never left from this area, so obviously it did something to me. I never went back. Like I never went back to Texas. I never went back to Jersey. I didn't go to Florida. So like obviously this like the Carolina area like had a hold on me in some sort of way. But yeah, it's really hard. Like I didn't really notice it when I was younger. I don't know. I guess like kids just have this like immunity to fear. Like we just throw ourselves, like I so wish I was like that still, where we just like threw ourselves into anything and like just make friends or whatever. But like it's so hard when you're like what, like 14, 15, like you're in your prime teenage years and you're having to like try and make friends with people that are already friends, like that are already in cliques and like know each other. Oh my god,
being a new kid all the time is stressful, right?
Well, it was hard when I got to high school because like especially with like with like boys and stuff, like it's already like you have girls that have like dated them before where it's like watch out for him, like dated him in middle school. Like I'm like, oh my god, like I don't know him from a cloth, like I don't know who he is, like I'm literally just meeting him for the first time, like I'm sorry you had a bad experience with him. Like I don't know. So same thing with like getting with like making friends with girls and stuff like that. Like I don't know what cliques they already have, and like I don't know, it was just like it was difficult. But like the good thing was like I could get on like a team, like I got on dance team and stuff like that. That really helps because that kind of like throws you into a group of people that aren't already a group. Yeah, they're not already a group. Like these are a whole team of 20 girls that like probably aren't friends outside of this, but like we all share this one common thing. So we're here and we're friends. Easy. Yeah, so I kind of fell into that. But yeah, moving definitely like builds character for sure. I'm not very social, or like, okay, let me rephrase. I am social and can be social. I just like would prefer not to be. But I feel like moving around a lot did help me like be able to like make friends and like I said, like reinvent myself in new spaces and like truly adapt to new things and new spaces. Like every time I have to walk in somewhere and like an interview or anything and like where I'm new to somebody, like I just think about like what did it feel like when I was walking in somewhere on the first day and like didn't know anybody. Like it helps me in those situations. So yeah, grateful for those kinds of things. Didn't love it, but shaped me for sure. So I'll take it. Right. What about you?
Let's see. Oh, going to college in Columbia, South Carolina.
Huge one.
That was a very pivotal point. Like, for who I was trying to become, because I had already had like a scope, or I had like a pretty detailed sketch of what type of man or what type of person I wanted to be, like based off my principles and my morals and stuff in high school. So graduating high school, my head was already on straight. You know what I mean, for the most part. So going to college, doing 2 years at Tri-County Tech, like that gave me a chance to kind of spread my wings just a little bit. I was still kind of local, so I was comfortable. But after those 2 years was up, and decided to shoot and go and do that 4-year route, and really just settling in and finding my place, that kind of turned the switch for me, that day, move-in day.
Right away.
Yeah, it just pretty much settled in, because I don't know, I feel like it was personal for me. Because don't get me wrong, I'm glad I went to college, but a part of me didn't go for myself either. I kind of went because my parents wanted me to go. I won't lie.
I feel like a lot of kids.
Yeah, part of it was because, my mom was really heavy on it, wanting me to go.
Yeah.
My dad thought it was a good idea. And which, like I said, I'm glad I did go.
Right.
But, yeah, and then, going in Columbia, in the Met, in the 803, if you've ever been and, really experienced the Met, Columbia, then you know, what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. So, being from where I'm from, I'm an upstate South Carolina kid. So, of course, I've heard of the capital of the state, Columbia. I've been there, I've been through there.
Yeah.
Seen some things, but, actually being in there, living there for those 4 years, those 3 years, 4 years or whatever, yeah, bro. It shaped me. It did.
Yeah.
A lot of those, I've been broken there numerous of times. And patched myself back up.
Yeah.
And come back out of there again. So, shout out to. I tell people all the time that Columbia will always hold a special place in my heart. I don't think I'll ever not go back to Columbia for
Sure.
anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about Clemson too. I think anybody that goes to college, for the most part, I can't speak for everybody because, everybody's experience is different, but I feel like for the most part, your college experience is it's all of our first times being some sort of independent from our parents and having to navigate a world where you still have support from your parents, but you don't. I'm saying if you live on campus,
right.
You don't have your parent there every day, kind of not dictating, but guiding you through decisions. Yeah, they're a phone call away, but you're really in this little bubble of fake independence, and a lot of your decision making does affect how your college days go. Seriously, whether it's not studying for a test, whether it's being hungover from a party, whether it's getting into the car with the wrong person,
right.
it could be anything. So I don't know, I would say a lot of my close friends and tribe that I've built is from Clemson, because it's you're leaning on everybody who is also struggling in some sort of way.
Yeah.
And those are your support systems. Those are the people that live in the apartment next to you. Those are the people that are also in history 101 failing like you are. You know what I mean? Like, we all have some sort of common struggle and we're all picking each other up. Like, that's really where you make those type of friends like that, those lifelong friends. Like, that is a place that changes you for sure. Not to bring like politics or anything into it, but like when we were in college, like that was the last election. So I mean, you're going through like president changes, you're going through economy changes, like you're just going through like a bunch of shit together. So it really is just like a place that changes who you are and like forms you. So yeah,
and it gives you that sense of like survival too.
Yes.
Like, 'cause you're just really out there on your own, like, you know what I mean? Of course your parents are a phone call away. They'll do what they can for you or whatever. But it's still like emotionally, like you're going through that, and psychologically, like you're going through that like kind of by yourself. And you got roommates, you know, we've joined organizations, you got you know, line brothers and line sisters and stuff like that. Which is always still cool. You still got like some type of sense of like community there. But still, like, at the end of the day, when you're in your dorm or in your room by yourself at night, like, this is what you have, and then you got to study for this, and you got to study for this. Then you got to go to work because you got to have rent. And then, like, it's a lot. Like, it really is.
Oh, my God.
And I tell people all the time, like, if it was so easy, bro, everybody would do it. Everybody would be doing it. But unless you like just really sweet at a sport, like football or basketball or something, bro, nah, you gotta get that, like,
you gotta grind it
out
out.
the mud, bro. That's you on your own. Like, you really gotta get that. You don't have nobody there to tell you like this what, this what you gotta do, this what you need to be doing. You ain't got nobody come looking for you, making sure you go into class. You really on your own. You don't want to go to class, don't go. But there will be a consequence.
No, literally. Also, the types of jobs that we worked during school. What was you? What jobs were you doing? Because I had a field day with the amount of jobs that I had.
So I was working. I had 2 traps at one point.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. So I had a little rotation for a little while. So first it was Liz. I was turned up. I had Liz on deck. Then I got into the Capital City Club.
Oh, yeah.
Doing the banquets and stuff. Yeah, like I started doing that, and I was working at Liz. Then I left both of them. I think I left Capital City Club first. Then I left Liz. Pandemic. I was working at Crab Hut. I was working at the seafood spot. I was hosting. Up there on Harbison. Shout out to Crab Hut.
We were together during that point.
So I was working there. And so boom, COVID hit. They low-key laid us off. I don't care what nobody said. We got laid off.
Yeah, I mean, they closed down the place. So essentially,
at this
everybody
point,
had to
like, it's popping up on CNN. Like, it might be a hoax. We don't know. Like,
restaurants
we just
were
see
closing.
people getting like messed up, people freaking out, people putting on masks. Then the world closed, and then
and Crab Hut went right along with it.
Everything just did a whole 180 so fast.
That was a while.
Trying to get unemployment, bro, like it was nuts, bro. And by the way, I didn't get no unemployment the entire time. True story. She is my witness. I didn't get a cent from the government, so I don't want to hear nothing about. We ain't gonna get into that, cause I didn't get a cent, bro, and didn't cry about it either. It's cool though. Because God is good. Because God is good all the time. So we good. I'm not going to trip.
Oh my God.
Yeah, crazy time.
There's a show called Austin and Ally. If you know, you know. It was on Disney Channel. But there's a girl on there. Funnily enough, it's the Hispanic girl. But there was a Hispanic girl on there that literally, like, her bit, I guess you could say, was that at the start of every episode she would come in and say a line and she would be in a new uniform. So like the bit was like every episode she like had a new trap. Like she just had a new job. Like every time there was no telling like where she was gonna work. That was me. Like if you lived with me or if you knew me during college, like every semester I had like a different job, like or a different internship or like something. Like sometimes I wasn't even getting paid. I was just doing shit. Like I don't know what it was. Like I did like a do you know what estate sales are? Like basically it's like a garage sale almost, but it's an estate sale. So like I guess either they're selling the home or the person is like deceased or whatever, and it's basically like everything in the house needs to go.
Like an auction type thing.
Yeah, but no, like you could just pay for it and go. Like you don't have to bid on things, but like they're real like antique type stuff. Like it's very much like thrifting. Like so I worked those. Like I was there helping sell stuff to people. Like how did I get into that? I don't know. I worked for like a mortgage company. That's how I got into like my line of work now. But like, why was I doing mortgages as like a junior in college? I don't know. I worked as a hostess at a restaurant, like just doing random shit. I don't know. Like I was just always doing stuff. Like I worked for like Clemson IPTE stuff. Like I was doing like concession stuff for them. Like it's like every semester I had like a new uniform at a new job. Like
hey, in the traps, man. In the traps. You got multiple traps where you got to.
Oh my god, I was just like working everywhere for what? I don't know. Like I wasn't making real money. Like I wasn't paying my full rent. Like what?
Hey, we was getting to it. I was selling smoothies. Hey, I was tracking smoothies out the apartment. Had the mason jars ready. Damn organic smoothies, come get you one. When we posted up in Copper Beach.
Jeez.
Hey, if you know, you know. Had them going.
College was a time. We were talking about it earlier that we might do just like a whole college episode on just like the lore of things that happened to us in college, but that's just like a whole nother story. But yeah, college was a time.
Oh, your turn?
Yeah. So I'll make this one quick because I don't want to bring like the mood down, but it is like important to like who I am. But like I would say when my grandpa passed when I was in middle school. I think I might have been in 7th grade. That is like the first time that I experienced like anxiety or like kind of knew what that was or that I even had that. Yeah. It was the first like major death in my family, like somebody that I knew personally and like somebody whose death actually affected me. So, ooh, sorry, I don't want to cough into the mic, but yeah, so that really shaped me because that really taught me like what death was. Like I wasn't even really like in tune what like somebody passing away even meant really. Like I had never had that like happen to me before. It kind of like taught me too that like men are okay to be vulnerable because I had never seen like my dad cry before. Like yeah, it's just like a very life-changing thing. Like it reminds you of like your own mortality and it reminds you that like people are human. Like seeing my dad cry for the first time, I was like, I've never seen that before. Like it like just reminds me that like you aren't this person that just walks around like okay every day. Like there are things that like
it's emotional.
There are things that affect you and like break you down and like it reminds me that we are like all the same in some sort of way. You know what I mean? So that was the first time I ever like I would have really bad anxiety attacks and not really know like what they were. So it was the first time that I actually like went to a doctor for that and like talked to somebody about feeling overwhelmed and not being able to breathe at certain points and like triggers. Like I really learned a lot about myself during that time. Weirdly at such like a young age and especially having to be on like medication and stuff for that type of stuff. Like I always felt like that was very strange for me to be so young. If I'm in 7th grade, what am I? Like 11 maybe? So yeah, it was strange to like feel such, I guess, like adult emotions at like such a young age, but it really did teach me how to like deal seriously with like life. Like those things happen, people do pass on, and there are things that like affect my mental health that I didn't really understand at the time, but like having that happen to me makes me more in tune with like my anxiety and what triggers me and what does affect my mental health like now at this age. So it's sad that had to be like, I guess, the catalyst for that, but it is something that shaped me. It makes me understand me better now, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like going through that at that age. So yeah, sorry to bring like the mood down, but like that is like sorry.
Hey, it shaped you.
But it did change me. Like I've never like, I guess you could say like I've never been the same since. So
but they say that though. They say death like it really does just kind of have this effect on people. Like other than the person who of course passed away, like the people around it though, some people surrounding it, like because everybody means something to somebody.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I can see how that could definitely shift and make you kind of like see life and the world like in a different lens.
Yeah, it does help. Like what am I trying to say? Like I guess like you were saying, like you kind of see it through a different lens. Like it did help with like other people passing on like later on in my life, having to deal with that at such a young age. Like I guess like understanding that like this is a life thing. Like we're all, you know, like I hate to bring it up, like we're all gonna die someday, you know what I mean? So it's like I was saying before, like it does remind you of your own like life is short type thing. But having that happen did help me like I guess handle like other deaths like along the way or further along in my life. So yeah, you know, sucks, but you know, it helps shape like who you are and all that stuff. So yeah. What about you? Do you have any more?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, being raised in the church.
Ooh, okay, speak on it.
For real.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad and I'm so thankful that my mama made me go to church. Up until a certain age, like...
I want her to listen to this. I just want her to hear those words.
No, for real, because like...
Yeah.
The older, like, it's not till you really get older, you kind of see the importance of like a lot of the stuff, you know, maybe your grandparents or maybe your parents may have told you, like, especially like with my mom and my grandma, like, who were like just real avid like churchgoers and really just like followers of Christ or whatever. So
yeah,
I'm glad I was brought up that way because that played a significant part in when I went off to college. Like that is what kind of, though I felt like it, like at some point, like life in college is like chaotic. It is like
straight chaos.
But that, like, I'm not gonna lie, like just like my faith and my belief, like kept me like
It grounded you.
Yeah, like kind of kept me grounded. Like, bro, like, you are somebody, bro. You ain't just anybody. So you know what I'm saying? Like it kind of like puts you in perspective. Like, bro, you alright. You going through some shit right now, but it's alright. Like,
right.
You really good. But yes. So like as a kid, growing up, my mom used to Sunday school. My mom made me sing on the choir. Yes, I was on the children's choir. I love that. That was a time. I think I may have joined the men's choir one time.
Stop! I love it.
Yeah, like that was crazy too. I was an usher. Like I'm not gonna, bro. No lie. If you know. Like in the South, that's like everybody go to church, bro.
Yeah.
Especially like South Carolina, like everybody go to church in the South. Like that's just that's kind of where you get that soul from too. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Like just being brought up on old hymns and stuff like that. Like it's the stuff that kind of like mold you and kind of like it's stuff that's passed down from like your ancestors and stuff too.
Correct.
You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah.
like my great grandmothers and things of that nature. So I'm glad like my mom did like make me go, you know what I'm saying, to church. And then like up until I got a certain age, and then she just kind of stopped. Like she just wouldn't say nothing. Like on Sunday, like she'd get up and do her thing.
Yeah, she was gonna go with or without you.
Exactly, but it also gave me it introduced me to something greater than myself that I could tap into. Mm-hmm. Some type of guide and some type of like map to kind of like follow through this thing that we call life. You know what I'm saying? So being able to kind of like have a real life relationship with God on my own, like, bro, that like my parents couldn't have set that up.
Correct.
In a better way than what they did. Like it wasn't really trying to force me up to a certain age because I'm a child. Like I don't know any better, but it's like I'm gonna introduce you to this because I know it's good for you.
Yeah.
You might not understand it. You might not pay attention while the preacher is preaching.
Right.
But let me at least get you in this environment, in this space at a young age, so you can kind of like see.
You're like exposed to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is what it's about. This is where life starts.
Yeah.
This is what can happen if if you're a believer, you're a follower of Christ, and this is what can happen if you're not.
Yeah.
Totally your choice, but this is where we come from, and this is what we do.
Right.
So just like having that, and then like being baptized and stuff, like, bro. So it's like it was one thing my mom told me, and I even put this in a song for real, and I was just like, my life is anointed for real. Like, and my mom told me that like at an early age.
That's like my favorite lyric of yours.
And it's for real, bro. Because
like
I've seen myself in some very intense situations, very intense and very violent environments before, and come out unscathed. Nobody hurt. Nobody in my camp is hurt. Like so.
Yeah.
I still have all of my close friends. Nobody's dead and gone. Like I lost one, but everybody else is still here. You're kicking. So I'm blessed, and and because I am, like, of course, everybody around me is going to be blessed too. So I am glad that my mom put that on my life and introduced that to myself, because that shaped my whole being into becoming a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like even becoming like a husband. Mm-hmm. So definitely gave me like that foundation, and then from there I'm able to build and kind of have my own like morals and principles. Yeah. Something I can raise like my son and my daughter off of too. So yeah.
That's really hard to follow, honestly. So I'll piggyback on that. One of my favorite things that you tell people, because Devin is the friend that other friends come to for advice all the time. He just has that like quality, I guess, that people really like value what he says and what his thoughts are and stuff like that. My favorite thing when anybody is like crashing out, I guess that's the term that the kids use nowadays, like crashing out. His favorite thing to say is like, you better find you something to believe in. Like that's what that's like bottom line what he'll always tell somebody is like, if you just find something to believe in, like it'll give you some sort of purpose and something to like look at as a guide. And it's so much deeper than like, you better find you something to believe in, but like there's power in that, because that really does like put you on some sort of path to something, right? Like it does give you direction, it does give you purpose. Like seriously, like that really is the only way you make it through like this crazy ass thing that we call life. Like find you something to believe in and put your time and energy and love and faith into that, because I don't know how you're gonna make it anyhow. Like I don't know how, but also very glad that your parents did raise you that way. We also grew up in the church, but of course with like moving and things like that, like you try and find different churches, and honestly I think my parents can agree that we just never really found a home church that was as good as our home church in Jersey. Like I don't want to get into religion, but like we grew up Catholic, so like it's the Catholic down here churches are just a lot different than up north. So it's just like we never really just like found like a pocket that we really fit into after we moved that first time. So like meeting you and like honestly like even being in college and like going to church with like Cicely and stuff like that, shout out to Cicely, but like meeting friends and like partners and stuff that like bring you closer to God is like such a blessing. I cannot say that enough, because like how you were raised, like you get to lead. Why am I getting emotional? You get to lead somebody closer to God, and that's like so cool. Like shout out to your parents for doing that. So we're gonna wrap it there because I don't want to cry. I had one more, but it wasn't as good. I can't follow that. What? Why would you end it like that? God, you're the worst. I literally had one. I can't do it now.
But she really up here crying. Like, this
yes. Close us out. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Oh, do we have a hookup? Dang.
Solid punch bites.
Get them at your local gas station, Target, Walmart, Publix. Is that where we got ours? Publix?
Yeah, we got ours from Publix.
Oh my God. I cannot.
Hey man, this is what we own over here. This how we rocking.
I'm so glad the camera made
Find
it through.
God. That's all you gotta do.
I'm done.
All you gotta do is find God, bro. And everything will be alright.
Kanye was not steering anybody wrong by saying that.
No, for real.
My God. But yeah. Oh my God, we had like a long chat about what we wanted to do with the podcast. We're really working because it's just been so hard to stay consistent. I think one is just general like laziness and not like being tapped in as much as we used to, and two, just like not, I guess, being inspired to find content to like talk about, like so we're really trying on that front. And we had a long discussion about like things we did want to talk about, guests and stuff like that. I know we keep saying that, I feel like we say that all the time, but we have it like actually planned out and written out. So I'm really excited to like bring what we need to bring to the pod and to the vlog. December's gonna be really fun. We're doing Vlogmas like we always do.
Every December, every holiday, especially like December. Christmas time, New Year's Eve, we get it cracking. You know how we do.
We bring the Vlogmas, so that is not gonna change. There's gonna be no podding. We never pod in December. It's gonna be straight vlogs of like fun stuff that we're doing.
Facts.
Chris is coming to visit us in December.
We turned up with Wizzle.
Yeah, so that'll be a really fun vlog to bring to y'all when he's in town. So yeah, we just have a lot of fun stuff coming up. I'm really excited. We shouldn't be missing any more weeks. So. Oh.
And while we here, I will not be getting sick this Thanksgiving.
Okay.
If you haven't already, go back to last year Thanksgiving. It's on the vlogs. It's on the videos.
It is.
Make sure you go through there. Check that out. You won't see me.
No.
You won't see me.
No, it's bad.
You won't see me. You really won't see me for real, in a good likeness until like December. And until like closer to Christmas for real.
No, and that's that.
I was so down bad.
You were down bad, and then we pulled it together, and then for New Year's, and then I was sick on New Year's, and then you got really sick on New Year's. So it was just like a back and forth of like just everybody down bad. None of that this year.
Nah.
Clip it, claim it, all that good stuff.
I went and got me some multivitamins for adults, the gummies.
He's been on it.
2 a day. I'm on that every morning. I'm not playing no games. Like the water, yes.
Oh my
Matter of
God.
fact, I drunk that whole pack of water at the school.
Good job, Ben.
All done.
Proud of you.
The whole thing, bro.
Yeah, we're really trying to stay healthy over here. We don't have time for it. Like we have the festivities coming up. They're planned. They're going, and we just don't have time to get sick. So that can just hit the road, Jack. Okay, anything else?
Hey, when the holidays is coming up, hey man, we finna have a good time, bro.
Facts.
We about to have a good time. Hopefully y'all can have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I know with the, you know what I mean, the thing with the elephant, the donkey, like the animal thing was going on. Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. I never tell you nothing wrong. I never steer you wrong. No man and no woman is bigger than the gun. The gun being God, the universe, and nature. Nobody who walks this planet is above that. Nobody can ever manipulate that. Mm-hmm. So that's where we at with that. We finna have a good time, man.
It's gonna be a great holiday season.
It is.
We're hosting for the first time this year Christmas. If you know, you know. We've always been back and forth between the families. Of course, that's how it's always gone. Mm-hmm. We're married this year. We're claiming it.
We standing on business, man.
Standing on business, doing our Christmas here in the Wansley household with our tree and our dog and our family. It's gonna be good.
That's what we doing.
We stand if you're on
business.
YouTube, please, or if you're not, please come and see.
That's what we doing.
Devin right now.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so I'm really excited to do that. So it's just gonna be good. Like, we're just gonna have a good holiday season. I'm excited for us, and I'm excited to take y'all along with us because, like I said, we are not skipping weeks. We are bringing y'all along. We are either potting or vlogging. Y'all will be here with us.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we on.
Shall be good. Thank you for joining us as always. If you are on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share the video with a friend, especially since it's our first time back in a hot minute. Mm-hmm. Share it with a friend. Share with a friend. If you're listening to us via audio, we love y'all. Hold it down on the audio end.
Y'all real, man. I swear y'all the realest.
For real. So we are on Spotify and Apple, so just make sure you are following the show on either of those. That way new episodes can pop up in your library. So.
And follow us on the gram.
Very important.
LNS, the podcast.
Yes. LNS, the podcast. We will, like we always do, we put up new episodes, we put up clips, fit checks, all that good stuff.
We be fresh. If you catch us outside sometimes, we do be fresh.
And honestly, last little tidbit before we go, I've really been tapping into like my little fashion girly bag because
she been turning her swag on, bro, and it's been crazy. I've been loving it too. I'm really loving this for you. You really finding your swag.
I know. I'm really trying. We had a whole.
That's hard.
We had a revelation about like how I grew up and stuff, and how I had different outfits for different days and stuff like that. And I really, like, if you knew me in high school, I always had like a new outfit on, but I didn't really know like what my style was.
Man, watch out.
I was just kind of throwing on clothes.
Janet and Charles. I know y'all watching. Come on. There's no way. You never introduced her to the swag. In the world of swag.
I tried.
You gotta let her come out of the cocoon, man.
Yeah, I really tried.
It's time to show the wings, the designs on the wings, man.
I tried to find my style. I didn't really know what it was.
We found it.
I went to college, didn't really know what it was there either, because all you're wearing is like sweats or shorts and a t-shirt to go to class. Like, you don't really have like a style there. So I'm like finally stepping into what I like to wear and what I like to look like and stuff like that. So I'm very excited about that. Shout out to my husband for helping me tap into my fashion girliness.
It's fresh as Boogie B, man. You knew better than that. You knew better than that, man. You knew you were wrong for that one.
So I'm being swaggy now, and I'm very proud of myself.
It's hard, man.
Thank you.
Hey, just peep her gram, bro.
So we'll be.
She ain't been flicking up lately, bro, which is crazy. Like.
Yes, I have. If you follow me like on my stories, I really have been posting like my work fits, like what I've been wearing to work.
Post, though.
I know. I'm not that confident yet. I will get there to where I'll do a dump with like my fits and stuff like that, but I'm not there yet. So follow me at _Neaters. I do be putting my little fits up on the stories. Yeah.
She be fresh.
Drop a little heart for me.
Hey, we added to the wardrobe this season too. So
yes.
Hey man, if you want to donate some pieces to her closet, hey, DM me. Real inquiries only. DM me. We'll get it right, man. Yeah.
I'm done with you.
We really finna go up with this one.
Oh my god.
This is probably my favorite project. I'm not gonna lie.
Me.
Operation Get My Wife Swaggy, and I'm with it too. I'm turned up.
Oh my god. Alright, y'all. We are
that.
hitting the 1 hour mark, so we are done yapping your heads off. I hope y'all enjoyed us being back. We missed y'all. We will see y'all, most likely with a vlog, just to give y'all a forewarning, most likely with a vlog, next Wednesday.
Alright, man.